There was a dull thunk. The tracker continued its arc while Ash's head went a different way. Printed circuits showed protruding from the terminated stump from the science officer's neck. His hands performed a macabre pantomime above his shoulders while hunting for the missing skull. Then he, or more probably it, stumbled backward. "It's a damned robot," Parker muttered. This was an abbreviated excerpt from the Alien novelization written by Alan Dean Foster. A stunning twist of conspiracy, the company betrayed its human staff on their payroll for an opportunity of a lifetime, regardless of the cost or consequences. The reveal came out of nowhere in a film that gave no hints or clues that artificial intelligence would manifest in human form, so convincing it fooled the crew and audience. But did you remember the people in the cinema rolling their eyes, throwing popcorn at the screen, scoffing at the convenient deus ex machina? Neither did I. Why was that? Why was it given a pass? Why wasn't this sudden plot twist given more scrutiny? Alien was more grounded than most science fiction. True, it had interstellar travel, but it wasn't a story about going from point A to point B at the speed of light. An artificially intelligent human mimic is something very science fictional, but having androids posing convincingly as human wasn't exactly new to fans of science fiction. Star Trek did it more than once.
Still the same as I was before, Christine. Perhaps even better.
Their aggressive and acquisitive instincts will be under our control.
We shall take care of them.
Including depicting hypersleep for long space travel. But were there other references to technology out of modern reach at the time that stoked our paranoia? The crew of the Nostromo lived and worked under the visual and audio inspection of Mother. It is a company computer using unseen network appliances to gather data and make real-time managerial decisions. In fact, the story hinges on what we thought at the time a last-moment mission change instituted by Mother to answer a beacon of alien origin. In modern vernacular, the company used an algorithm to change their mission, enforced by computerized automation. The rules of the company literally spelled out in a contractual argument for us simpler human viewers. The price of defying the algorithm is great. Following it wasn't any better. It is of little coincidence that its surveillance and enforcement powers named Mother invoke George Orwell's 1984 Big Brother. The relative ease and acceptance of machine-led management in the film universe was unheard of in 1979. The paranoia wasn't just driven by the evasive technology, but how casual the human workforce conceded to machine oversight. After establishing the workplace environment, Alien descends further, touching into our fears, the paranoia found in the unknown. Our sense of logic, how the universe should look and act, is challenged with an absurd sense of scale with giant alien machines, giant alien beings lost in time, beyond our ability to question it. Kane's adoption of the facehugger was another example of dehumanizing the crew. He was expendable after all, but so was everyone else. Kane was no more than a birthing vessel for an alien being, the company's science experiment. His suffering was inconsequential. Only his purpose to the company was important. That's what the Mother algorithm wanted. Speaking of Mother, Dallas goes to her chamber, a cathedral of lights, to pay tribute to her. It's a scene more than a captain going to a display and browsing for answers. This is how we would have described it today. What we see is role reversal between man and machine. The inanimate object Mother is given a pronoun. It is a she. And Dallas, human, captain of the ship, goes to her for answers. She is more than a computer. She is an oracle, the speaker of the gods known as the company. The oracle does not show mercy. Its word is final. This is something Star Trek warned us about, fought against, and won.
I speak of rights. A machine has none. A man must. And if you do not grant him that right, you have brought us down to the level of the machine. Indeed, you have elevated that machine above us.
But not so for the crew of the Nostromo. The surviving crew members, including Captain Dallas, felt the walls closing in. No door, no ladder, no air duct was safe. When their own surveillance tech betrayed them, they realized their control of the xenomorph situation wasn't near the efficiency the company had control over them. But then again, the alien had help. After establishing an oppressive workplace environment, intellectual shock, and outright violence and fear of death, what comes last is psychological. That is the mistrust with one another. While the alien could strike anywhere, any member of the crew could crack. By this time, the audience is as worn down and vulnerable as the crew. Now anything could happen without us really questioning it. When Ripley goes to Mother, she discovers how much of a toxic workplace it is, reveals the motives behind Special Order 937. Ripley experiences a heartbreaking, soul-crushing moment. It's unbelievable news, unbelievable truth that the company would betray them, and betray them from the beginning. Intellectual shock is followed by violence again, with outbursts that would raise any eyebrow from HR, before resorting to full rage and attempted murder. The emotional breakdowns can be interpreted many ways, from Ash's psychosis to Lambert's nervousness. But this is where the Ash reveal pays itself off. Alien had repeated in 5 minutes what had taken over half the movie to do the first time. While the film never mentioned the technology of androids, or the practice to send one on missions with humans, it was never questioned. Not because the audience didn't think the technology could never be possible, but because the paranoid motives behind them were. This would be something the company would do. 40 years later, our modern-day real-world experiences many things Alien described. There's even a push for more human-looking robotics. Some uses are more nefarious than others. There are listening network appliances, surveillance cameras, the Internet of Things collecting as much information as possible to help you choose what to think, do, and purchase. Computational algorithms may even decide what ad you'll watch next. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think the Ash reveal would work today? Like, share, or subscribe if you enjoy this content and want to see more like this one. I realize there are many great channels discussing the Alien franchise. If you made it this far, I thank you. This is Mr. G of Synergy saying, what you say inside your home doesn't stay inside your home. Check out other videos on the channel. Thanks for watching.